The fake fear of missing out house prices to the moon period created by the RBNZ during COVID is still lingering on in so many deluded people's minds. They can't quite grasp the new reality that their houses are just not worth and never were worth the insane 2021 prices. So now let's take a look at some possible examples of what I'm talking about. These properties are currently all listed on TradeMe. And if you could do me a favour and let me know in the comments if you think that any of these sellers are in any way deluded, that'd be great, thank you. The first one that I'm going to be looking at was listed on the 11th of July. It's in Tokoroa, and the title says, Big Price Reduction, Motivated Vendors. The asking price is $425,000. The June 2024 CV is $410,000. The property was last sold in June 2021 for $270,000. So the description says a massive $24,000 price reduction shows the vendor's intention, and that is to get this property sold. So they bought it for $270,000 in 2021. Now they're trying to sell it for $425,000, but they're saying they've reduced the price a massive $24,000. And look at this, the house was worth $115,000 in 2018. So these people obviously got swept up in the FOMO madness of 2021 and paid $270,000, which is well more than double the 2018 price. So am I the one who's completely going round a bend here, or are they? Please somebody make this make sense. The next one that I'm going to be looking at was listed on the 4th of July. It's in Whanganui. The title says massive price reduction, vendor says sell. The asking price is $405,000. The latest September 2022 CV is $325,000. The property was last sold in March 2020 for $258,000. The description says this charming 1920s family home is filled with character and possibility, offering a perfect blend of modern convenience and classic appeal. So the buyer paid $258,000 in 2020, but now they're trying to sell for $405,000, and that is after a massive price reduction. So is there something in the water in New Zealand? Is there some sort of collective insanity? I just don't get it. The next one that I'm going to be looking at was listed on the 15th of May. It's in Dunedin. The title says huge price reduction. The asking price is $385,000. The latest June 2022 CV is $475,000, which was obviously a fake COVID CV. This property was last sold in September 2024 for $352,000. The description says, perfect for first-time buyers or those looking for a project. Now that sounds ominous to me. So these people paid $352,000 less than a year ago and are now selling it with a huge price reduction for $385,000. Brilliant. The next one that I'm going to be looking at was listed on the 13th of May. It's in South Taranaki. The title says, price reduced by $30,000, now priced $269,000. So the asking price is obviously $269,000. The latest August 2024 CV is $220,000. This property was last sold in April 2021 for $195,500. The description says a fantastic opportunity for first home buyers or savvy investors. So during the COVID FOMO, the buyer of this property paid $195,000, which is over double the $89,000 that the 2018 CV was. Now they have kindly reduced the sale price by $30,000 to $269,000. Aren't we lucky, eh? The next one that I'm going to be looking at was listed on the 25th of June. It's in Manurewa. The title says, Act Fast, offers from $599,000. And yet it says, price by negotiation underneath there, so who knows. The latest April 2024 CV is $540,000. It was last sold in February 2025, so just a few months ago, for $539,000. The description says vendors are desperate to sell and want this property sold immediately. After looking at the photos, they may be desperate because there's a house getting built right next door, which is going to be overlooking their property, or it may be another reason, who knows. But it says the vendors are desperate, and yet they want $60,000 more than he paid for it 6 months ago. On what planet should this house be worth $60,000 more in just 6 months when house prices in Auckland are dropping? House prices don't just go up because they always seem to go up. It's not some sort of magic investment strategy where you are guaranteed a profit no matter what. I know that the RBNZ and the government have appeared to make it this way for so long now, but I'm afraid to say that that's not the real world what we've been living in. We've all been living in a manipulated Ponzi scam for years now. So the last one that I'm going to be looking at today was listed on the 16th of April, so a while ago now. It's in Wanaka. The title says significant price reduction, great value. Asking price is $1.495 million. The latest August 2024 CV is $1.66 million. However, the property was last sold in April 2018 for $910,000. The description says, don't miss your chance to secure your own slice of paradise in Wanaka this autumn. Yeah, this autumn. Now, I suspect that they haven't updated this description for a while. So this property is a great example of the New Zealand housing Ponzi. The property itself is probably what some people may describe as fugly, yet the owners paid $910,000 in 2018. But now they think that they deserve $1.495 million. And for what? Because that's just the way it is in New Zealand. You buy a house and in no time at all it magically shoots up in value. You don't have to ask any questions, it's just what happens. That's nature in New Zealand. But maybe it's time that people did start asking questions. The current status quo is unsustainable. Houses were pushed up by loose monetary policy by the RBNZ and can only be kept up by more extremely loose monetary policy, a relaxation of the foreign buyer ban or mass immigration. Young Kiwis can't afford these ridiculously overinflated prices. And even if they can, why should they give the current vendor a sweet $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 bonus for doing absolutely nothing to the property? It simply doesn't add up, and it's why so many young Kiwis are leaving. Obviously, house prices should never have been allowed to get so out of whack with reality in the first place, but that's what happens when the leaders of the country and the RBNZ are either completely corrupt or incompetent. I'll let you decide which one they are. So yeah guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one. Cheers for that.